Hello, everyone. I'm Caden Ellertson, and this is the Dirtbag Discovery.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, dude, double rainbow. A double rainbow FA. This is legit.
Welcome to the third episode of the Dirtbag Discovery. I'm your host, Caden Ellertson, and today we uncover the fast and furious climbing journey of my longtime friend and coaching partner, Mau Ortiz. Before we dive into the interview, I just wanted to say thank you, and that I appreciate you guys for tuning into the best of my knowledge, the only Central Alberta climbing podcast, where curiosity takes us on adventures through the hearts and minds of local climbers. Let's get after it.
Baller.
Hello, everyone. Today it is a Tuesday, the 23rd of June. Kind of a random series of events led us to this third episode with my beautiful friend, Mau Ortiz. Welcome, brother.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Sweet. So let's just jump right into the interview, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Share your story, starting with how and why you got into climbing.
Okay, so this is actually funny because I feel like when I talk to most people about how they started climbing, it's usually this beautiful story about how their cousin or their brother or their best friend got them into climbing. But where my climbing journey actually started was just a regular day. And I was sitting at my house on my couch watching this movie called Point Break, but it's not the original. It's like the 2015 iteration. And, I was just kind of watching through the movie, just having a good time. And then there was this crazy scene where these guys are like chasing, like the protagonist is chasing the antagonist. And they're soloing this massive waterfall, and I believe it was Venezuela. And I saw that, and I was like, holy shit, like that looks awesome. Like, so basically kind of like after, maybe like 5 minutes after I saw that, I like Googled rock climbing Red Deer. And then Trailhead climbing plus fitness showed up. And I was like, wow, well, look, I didn't even know Red Deer had a climbing gym. I only thought there was the Collicut. So, and like, I'd been to the Collicut, and it's nothing, it sure doesn't compare to the waterfall is where I will leave it. But, so basically after that, I texted two of my friends, AJ and Simon, good friends, shout out to them. But, I texted them, I'm like, hey, there's this like rock climbing thing in Red Deer, like it's called Trailhead. Like I think it's a climbing gym. Like you guys want to like try it out? Like we should go. And they're kind of like, yeah, dude, like let's do it. So day passes. It's the next day. We all boogie together and get in Simon's truck and drive over to the gym. And I see Eric, and he goes, hey, how's it going, you guys? Like you ever been here? Like have you signed a waiver? And I was like, no. So we get our waiver signed, and we hit the boulder wall. Eric gives us a great orientation, showing us what to and what not to do. And I tried, and I just started climbing, just doing my thing. And I think it was probably maybe around 20 to 30 minutes before I was like, oh man, like this is pretty good. Like I think I'm gonna do this kind of often. And then next day, shoes. I didn't get the chalk bag. I actually used a rental chalk bag for a bit, which is, I feel like it makes sense to get the chalk bag before the shoes. But yeah, and I came once, and literally, like, I know Curtis said he was a slow burner into the whole thing. Like, he tried it, and, it's kind of like, oh, like, I liked it and whatever, and it was okay. But no, like, for me, it was just complete opposite. Like, I came in one day, and it was just this, like, burning desire to just go every single day. And it's kind of like how it was for a little bit. For a while it was, like average Trailhead member, you tried it, you liked it, you bought shoes, and you just keep climbing and keep going and stuff. And for me, I stopped working at the job I was before because I started going to school, and I needed another job. And I'd I didn't even know Curtis was actually the owner of Trailhead. I just thought he worked there, and I was like, hey, like, I don't know if you guys are like looking for people and stuff, but like, I'm here every day. So like, if you're looking for a worker, like I would be happy to do so. And he's like, yeah, maybe in January. So, and then, it kind of just kept on my thing, and then got an email in my inbox, and opened it up, and he's like, hey, we're looking for people. Like, do you think you could send me a resume and cover letter? And I sent him, my resume. And on my cover letter, dude, like, I kind of knew I had the job when I like finished writing the cover letter, because I like looked at the cover letter. I was like, man, this is incredible. Like, I think this is the best cover letter I've ever done. And
you got the job.
And I got the job. And then, and kind of from there, it was just like casual climbing and then working. It was definitely hard at the start to balance the working with the climbing. Coming from a gym employee, like most people know that like you don't really like want to be at work all the time, right? Work is kind of like a chore, and kind of associating work with your passion, it kind of makes it difficult for it to like flourish in the way that you want. Because originally when I got the job, I actually thought, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, free membership. I'm unstoppable. I'm going to be there 8 days a week, like training session every day, bro. Like, and yeah, maybe like after the first week, I'm like, dang, I want to climb, but like I haven't eaten, so I kind of want to go home too. So that's definitely a battle, but like with enough time, I kind of got it all figured out into proportion and stuff. You know, I knew when I could climb and when I didn't want to climb and stuff. And yeah, I mean, from there, it's kind of just history, I guess.
Yeah. That was like, because you started climbing 2 years ago.
Yes, actually, funny that you say this. Today is June 23rd, and 2026. And the day I started climbing was June 24th, 2024. So tomorrow will be the 2-year climb anniversary.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro. We got to celebrate somehow.
Absolutely.
Maybe go out for some Five Guys.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Yeah, so you kind of refer to yourself as just another regular Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Or just a dude who likes to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did climbing pull you in, and what keeps you coming back for more?
You know what? At the start, what pulled me in really was the movie, like Point Break.
Okay.
At the start, like I didn't obviously I wasn't walking into the gym expecting to free solo a waterfall. Felt like that was kind of out of my wheelhouse, but at the start, you know, it was like the movie, but after that, kind of like seeing the community and stuff that's built at Trailhead and getting to know the members, and end all be all, like the climbing, obviously. Like I know some people climb for different reasons. Like I've met a lot of people where they just love the adventure and stuff. And I do believe that there is adventure in climbing, totally. But for me, I just love to just like climb, dude. Like I get like the movement, I guess, is what I enjoy. I just love being up on the wall and how it makes me feel and discover myself in different aspects. And you know what? Sometimes I even question myself. Why am I doing this? Like, why do I keep coming back? But at the end of the day, like, I just feel this, like, obligation to myself and just this, like, burning desire to just get just a little bit better every single day. Because at the end of the day, like, the way I see things is like, if you're just going to, like, try a little bit, like, you might as well not try at all. You know, like, for me, it's just like, and I guess that is how I am with like some things. It's just all or nothing. Like it's like either 100% or this is just a waste of time.
I respect that.
And I just got to move on.
Yeah.
So, and also I guess the community too. The community is a big role. I mean, I love showing up to the gym and saying hi to all the people and you know, checking up like, hey, how's the wife? How's the kids, dude? Like, how are you doing, homie? Like, did you do, or how did this work out for you? I know you were talking to me a little bit ago about this, and yeah, I just think Trailhead is a really beautiful place, especially not just for climbers. Well, I mean, obviously, I guess if you're going, you're a climber, but just the people that make Trailhead what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, what is Trailhead to you?
Trailhead is home. That's what Trailhead is to me.
I respect that.
I mean, obviously, I have my own house with my, like, family and stuff, but, you know, that house was kind of chosen for me, but Trailhead, that's the home I choose, you know?
Well said, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
I got to write that down somewhere.
I know, that's beautiful. You kind of talked about earlier, like, going all in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's often easy to fall into the trap of chasing the send or the next big project.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in psychology, we refer to this phenomenon as the hedonic treadmill. Have you ever been stuck on the treadmill? If so, what is it like and how do you escape it?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. I have been stuck on this treadmill. I think maybe for probably 3 or 4 months in my journey, I was like so obsessed with like just like sending hard like all the time. And I just like, there was like points where I was like, oh man, like I can't even send V8. Like I'm not shit, dude. Like, and I guess it also doesn't really help that like I'd walk in and I'd see all these strong people, especially like starting out and stuff, or even like when I or you or anyone like would rip out to like Calgary and just see these absolute animals like just going at it. And I guess seeing these guys do this, and like you don't really like know, like you can't tell how long someone's been climbing just by, well, I mean, obviously if you see someone in rental shoes, like you know that, okay, maybe you've been climbing for like a week or whatever, but you don't really know like how much time and like what kind of effort that person has put in to get where they are with their climbing. And I don't know, I guess like I guess I thought that these people would be like climbing just as long as I have or whatever, and I was like, oh man, like why am I not where you are? I should be where you are. Why am I not climbing this grade? Why can't I climb this? This doesn't make sense. I hate myself. but no, and like I definitely think that is what a lot of people chase. And I'm like, you know, I'm guilty of it. Obviously, I love seeing those big numbers, maybe even those double digits someday. But but I don't know. I definitely think that people do get confused with what benchmarks as compared to what goals are. I think obviously we have the V scale to measure out what we can and what we can't do. But again, like the grades don't actually mean anything. I mean, Curtis could set some absolute heinous V9 and slap a V4 tag on it. And then like, what does it matter? Is it V4 because the tag says so? And like, no, not really. I mean, it's just about like doing what you know you can do, or maybe trying what you know you can't do. You never know. I mean, at the end of the day, like I see this in the gym all the time, where people like will be like, oh man, I can't do that. I'm not even going to try it. Be like, okay, well, obviously you're not going to be able to do it if you don't try it. Like, duh. Like, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I definitely think that the number one reason for this like whole treadmill like thing is it's grades, dude. It's grades. I think if nothing had grades on it, I feel like this problem would be like definitely less occurring in the gym, in any gym, honestly, like in my opinion. But I don't really think that there's any actual like set in stone way to break this, like this treadmill problem.
But how did you get out of it?
How did I get out of it?
And why do you label it as a problem?
I don't know. I mean, you know what? I label it as a problem because for me, looking back on it, I think it was a problem. It's not a problem necessarily. For most people, it can honestly be like the best thing that'll ever happen to them. Totally. You don't know. I guess it's just about how you react to it. But the way that I broke out of this problem was actually just time, dude. Just time, and just thinking about it and being like, hey, you know what? Maybe if I don't send V8, you know, it's okay. You know, what the hell? Like, doesn't even matter. I mean, if I don't send V8, like, is the world going to blow up? No, probably not, you know? So, and then kind of just realizing that, like, you know what? Like, it's just numbers, dude. Like, it really doesn't matter. So, kind of just with time.
That's beautiful. And I'm reading the Comfort Crisis right now, and they talk a lot about impermanence and how nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like, that's true. Like offering yourself compassion. Like those days on the treadmill are hard, and like I can empathize with those people.
No,
man.
Absolutely.
I've been there before, and it kind of, I like the idea of like it isn't a problem until it is a problem, and when it is a problem, it can be dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're kind of on the topic of discovery and like learning things in your climbing journey, but what have you discovered about yourself through climbing that you couldn't have done anywhere else, or you couldn't have learned anywhere else?
Wow, what a great question. You know what? What maybe not even necessarily climbing taught me, but what Trailhead really taught me was that you can make a home in places where you don't really think you can well, not that I really didn't think that I couldn't find one, but just in kind of an unexpected place. You know, like when I started climbing, I was fresh out of high school. Like I literally started climbing like a week before graduation. So after high school, it's kind of just like, crap, well, like I would guess I'm on like free roam now. So I didn't really know like what the hell was going on or what I was going to do and stuff. So I kind of just climb. And you know what, being able to like connect with these people that I didn't know my whole life, and like these guys were basically like new. Like I'd never seen like anyone in the gym before. I mean, maybe here and there or whatever, but like just being able to find a place where you can meet good people and you can make actual genuine connections with human beings outside of a, you know, like solidified place in your life.
Yeah, no, that's valid, bro.
This whole thing is just an ad for Curtis.
This whole thing is just an ad for Curtis.
I don't know. Climbing's a powerful thing.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, it's you could call it a coincidence that he got into such a good business, but
yeah, it's true.
I think the thing about climbing is that it does lead you to these beautiful things and helps you create a beautiful life. At least I think so.
No, totally.
Yeah. Yeah. So I took you on your first outdoor climbing day last March. From my memory, it was rather underwhelming. I'm curious to hear about this day from your perspective. What do you remember, Mau?
Okay, so basically, oh man, I'm pretty sure it was the day after St. Patrick's. So basically, little insight the night before. You know, it's St. Patty's Day. All the boys were letting me know, like, hey, coming out, you know, like, I'm like, oh man, like I'm going outdoor climbing. Like, I don't really I don't know, boys. Like, I kind of want to be like mint for tomorrow. And they're like, oh, just come have a couple beers and stuff. So I like headed out of my house at like, I think like 9 or 9:30 or something. Fast forward, it's like 3 a.m. I'm getting home. And all I can think about is like, dang, I got to go to sleep, dude. I gotta be up in like 2 hours to go climb. And yeah, I woke up at like, I don't know, I think it was like 5:30 or 6 or something. Drive over to the gym, get in the car with Caden. I'm just talking about how like excited I am. And the funny thing is like we were driving and I can't remember, I think it was like snowing or something like outside while we were driving on the way. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know people could like climb in this. I mean, it's kind of funny. And yeah, so after our long haul all the way to the crag, we get there and it is completely snowed out. Like absolutely, there's white everywhere, dude. Like you couldn't see anything. And I'm like, oh man, like it's a little colder than I like imagined it in my head. So yeah, I didn't even bring boots. I was wearing my sneakers with white Nikes and my feet were absolutely soaked and cold. And yeah, so basically we went to Wasuch Slab and me and Caden were kind of trekking through the snow. I don't know if you were really saying anything about it, but you're like, oh, I thought it was going to be a little bit like less snowy or something like that. And Caden had the absolute bright idea. I think this is one of your brightest moments is when you brought that, your like brush for your like windshield, the snow brush for the windshield, with us. And we get to, what was it? Like a 5.8 or something. Yeah. And it is just completely covered in snow, dude. Like you couldn't see a thing. Like, so, you know, Caden sets up the rope and stuff, you know, we put our harnesses on, Caden ties in and he just starts trekking up and like, I don't even think we made it past like the second or third bolt or whatever. And yeah, I was just like, I don't know, it just totally wasn't what I was expecting. Like in my head, I was kind of thinking it's like, you know, it's gonna be climbing on like real rock and stuff. And I was gonna be like, you know, like leading hardcore and, you know, like all this stuff. And no, it was a little bit different than I had imagined. And it was just really funny because like it was just like super sketchy. As the day went on, you know, the snow started melting and then everything started getting soaked and stuff. So it was just like way too dodgy. And it was one of the best moments was like I remember like us like brushing this snow off this like slab. And I was just thinking, I'm like, dude, if someone was like walking by or like they would probably think that like, what the hell are these guys doing? Like, or if some climbers came by, Like, I actually genuinely think we might have been the first people at Wasuch Slab for the season.
Oh, for
Possibly.
Sure. Yeah.
Probably. And yeah, I don't know. And I just remember when you like, because I think I said something about like, hey, it's a little snowy, hey? And you were like, yeah, you just gotta want it bad enough. And I'm like, damn. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't know that I said that.
Yeah, like, all right, let's do this. But yeah, so basically maybe after like an hour and a half or 2 hours, you're kind of just like, all right, dude, this isn't working out. Let's get the hell out of here. And yeah, we ended up ripping to CCC Rocky, and we actually did have a bomber sesh out there, which was good. We met this really chill dude, this blonde guy who's really strong. I didn't actually catch his name, but he was a legend. Super nice. But yeah, so that's kind of what my first day outdoors looked like ever. Yeah, definitely not how I planned it, but I wouldn't change it any different, you know. After that, I've never thought it was like that cold when I'm climbing outside. Or maybe like the couple days of barrier in early April where we're like going out and stuff. But other than that, no, it's never been like that cold.
Yeah. No. Well, fast forward to, I think, probably like 40 days later.
Yeah.
I invited you out to Skaha. That was my first time there too. Tell me about Skaha. What do you love about it?
Oh my goodness. The thing I love about Skaha is going with Riley, Liam, Gabe, Foster, you, and well now Nate and Juliet. Just like getting to spend the time out there in Skaha is like with the whole crew is just absolutely incredible. Like I look forward to it every 20 to 30 minutes of the day, every single day for 365 days a year. And obviously the climbing is just, dude, it's just absolutely S tier. Like there's bomber things to climb every single day. You're climbing on gneiss, so your skin is just like great all the time. And it's just nice and hot out, you know. Like you'll be climbing in like late April and it's like plus 20, plus 23, plus 25 out. It's just like, dude, it's just such a good time. You throw a good tan on out there. And yeah, and the thing I do love about Skaha is every time I go, I learn something about myself that climbing has brought forth to me. Not like specifically like with the climbing and stuff, but like this past trip that I had at Skaha definitely taught me a lot about how important mental game is in climbing. Totally. I think like for how important it was on this Skaha trip in particular, I think it was like maybe like 90% importance for me, because like compared to like when we went last year, it was kind of just like, you know, I'm still like a real Gumby on rock and stuff, and well, I still do consider myself a Gumby on rock, but it was kind of just, you know, getting the miles in and kind of just going out and having a good time. But after that trip, I'd kind of like been really focused on training and getting stronger so I can like go out and crush in Skaha. And I didn't really take into consideration like my outdoor mental. Like I had compared to last year, stronger fingers, better movement, but in the end, none of it even mattered because my like mental hadn't caught up to like what my body could do. So for a couple days in Skaha this year, I actually really struggled a lot. Like it wasn't even like anything physical, like anything I was climbing on, like I know I could like hold on to it for like a really long time and stuff like that. But I was just so like petrified to climb. And you know what? And I guess also like the long awaited buildup and really put a lot of pressure on me to perform. Not only that, like also like I want to do good, like I want to go out there and have a good time, and I guess I also do have this bad habit of tying in sending hard to doing good. Like you don't actually have to send hard to do good. You just have to like do things that, you know, maybe you don't think you can do, or just even just trying things that you don't think you can do, you know, like that's what it is.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was like day 3 or 4. We spent the day, I think it was at the Fortress. Mm-hmm. And I remember we went and put up plumb line, and you placed your first trad cam.
Place is kind of an overstatement.
Yeah, I remember going up there. I was like, You know, at least he was aware. He knew it wasn't good, and he told me. That's a great line. What was that 10C that you climbed while the baby was screaming?
Oh man, I don't know. I can't even remember the name. It was something strike. Final strike or
Not ready to strike. That's that crazy dihedral. Because there's special forces, and it's one of the last.
Oh, it's the one. Oh, I don't know what it was. What was it? Oh, I wish I brought my brand new Skaha book that I just got.
Yeah, that was a sick climb. So, what was the difference for you on that day compared to the other three? That's kind of my question. I'm curious.
You know what? I actually just think that I was like, you know what? Like, I wanted to just put aside the grades and everything and like the performing and stuff. Like, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna climb something, and if I don't get it, I'm just gonna try it again. And if I get it, then I get it, and then if I don't, then whatever, move on, keep going, keep trekking. You know, I think definitely relieving myself of the expectations that I had put on myself really helped me out a lot, and definitely like talking to the crew about it really helped, because for like, I think it was like the night before, I was like, fuck guys, I'm just so gripped, I'm not sending shit, this sucks. And then I think it was like Riley, like he was like, bro, like you just gotta chill out, dude, like just have a good time, like you're out in Skaha, we're all here, like we're just having a good time. And I was like, shit dude, you're right, that's what it's all about. And I think that is definitely what pushed me to like kind of let loose and relax and not worry so much and kind of just let my body do the climbing. 100%.
Yeah. No, I was so proud of you, like watching that.
Thank you.
I think it was like, I've been there before. So like watching you work through that, and I'm like, you talked about training earlier, and yeah, what is the importance of mental training, and like, how do you buy into that? Like, what does that even look like?
You know what? I wish there was a simple solution to it, like fingerboarding. I mean, I guess maybe for some people it is fingerboarding, but it kind of just comes with experience and time, definitely getting comfortable on rock. I mean, for most climbers in the gym, like they're not comfortable even like in the gym, like especially starting out, and even just that makes it kind of just like a whole cluster in your mind to just hold on to the holds and just get up the wall. But in my opinion, like what really helped me out was kind of just digging deep within with like why I was there and why I'm doing this in the first place. I do think that I don't know where that went. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Like after looking at it too, I think it is definitely way easier to train the body than it is to train the mind. I mean, it's not like you can just count to 3,000 and then count backwards from 3,000 and then you're going to be a better lead climber or outdoor climber or whatever. Yeah,
it's far more uncomfortable to work on the head space.
Totally.
You talked about for people that don't know, Mau just is working towards getting his primary care paramedic. That's what he's going to school for. And you said something to me about like school helped you realize something about headspace. Do you remember this? You're like, oh, doing uncomfortable things in other areas of my life makes lead climbing not seem so bad.
Yes, I do know. Now I remember this. So kind of like when I was like just doing like my EMR and stuff, like it was a big juggle like with life. I mean, I was going to school from 8 to 3 every single day, sometimes 4 or 5 or whatever, and I'd basically leave a Hatsty and then just rip right over to Trailhead and then just start coaching the team. And coaching the team was it was 3 times a week for me, because I was coaching the U14 team on Mondays and Thursdays, and then I was coaching the development team on Fridays. So it was basically, I was coaching 3 times a week, going to school, I think it's 4 days a week, and also trying to become a better climber 7 days of the week. So
full-time job.
Yeah, and honestly, it was a lot. I felt like I didn't have like I didn't know, like I'd never had this many things to juggle before, and it just really sucked because I was just so stoked on climbing, like before school and even coaching, and it was just like it felt like climbing was like the center circle of my life, and then everything else was just around it. There was nothing else. There was like, it was just climb. And having all that time taken away, and I have to devote it to other areas in my life, it was a real struggle. Yeah. It was a total struggle. And I would just remember like thinking, I'm like, oh man, like this just sucks. I just want to climb. I don't care about anything else. And like for some people, they just drop everything and then they just do exactly that. But, you know, I just don't have that, I guess I don't have that same, I don't want that bad, you know? So, and honestly, like just feeling this constant pressure all the time, like made me like realize, and I think I was just like in the gym one day or something like that. And like for a while I was uncomfortable with like lead climbing, you know, it's scary, especially like as like someone who's like new to it, or, you know, or maybe you're just like a boulder bro and you just think rope sucks or whatever. But yeah, and I just thought about it, and like I was literally just climbing one day. I'm like, oh man, this is like way less stressful than like juggling everything I got going on right now. And kind of just like after that, I was just like, you know what, like, you know, this isn't that bad. I would way rather like be doing this than like dealing with all the other stuff. So that is definitely what all of that taught me to apply to my climbing, that, you know, it's just, it really isn't that stressful. You're just making it that stressful.
Beautiful. Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of talked about some big realizations that you've had, but what would you classify as your biggest pitfall in your climbing journey so far? And how would you do things differently if you were given another chance?
Pitfall, like as in like plummet? Like nosedive? Or?
Yeah, like kind of like your biggest regret, or like, yeah.
My biggest
or
regret.
Like the hardest part or something.
You know what? I think the hardest part, it's kind of like a tie. It was the infamous V5 plateau.
Yeah.
So little backstory here. So me and Caden actually like became pretty good buddies when I was like kind of a decent chunk through the V5, the good old V5 plateau, where most people, you know, grab the stick and tie the top around it and hit the, you know, do the 180 and be like, peace out climbing, see you never. But I was lucky enough to meet Caden in the midst of that battle, and he was like, oh, you want to come train? I'm like, train for what? Like, what do you mean train? And yeah, actually after the training sesh where like we had that like 5 guys, I kind of like realized, I'm like, oh man, like I'm not special. Like I actually am going to have to like, you know, like lock in and try if I actually want to get better at this. And definitely like after like realizing what training was and how I needed to do it and why I was doing it so I could get to where I wanted to be, it kind of just that was like my snapping moment. I was like, okay, I see it a little bit clearer now. And once I like knew how to like shift that, I honestly do think that it really did help me in my like climbing, in like the beta reading aspects and my physical aspects. And another, I think, kind of darker time for me, I guess, in my climbing was definitely was struggling with balancing life with climbing. Like, and at that point, like I wasn't like even satisfied with like being like good. Like, okay, like I know like people can be good, but like I want to be great. Like I want to be really good at this and stuff. And you know, and I actually felt like I was like really good on track. Like I was consistent with training. I was in the gym a lot. And then school started, and then I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like I'm just going to study and then I'll go. But it's just definitely a lot easier to just say it as to like do it. And I'm like, oh man, like I'm crunched. I have an exam at the end of the week and I have a lot of studying to do, dude. I don't really know this that well. But I'm like, oh, but I really want to keep climbing. So definitely all of that made it really stressful, especially because climbing was just such a crutch for me. Like I basically like if someone would ask me like, hey, like hey, nice to meet you. Like, what's your name? My name's rock climbing. Nice to meet you. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just like my whole like identity, I guess. It was just what I lived for. So having that feeling, it wasn't taken away, but it felt like it was getting taken away, was just a really, really, really big struggle, for sure.
Yeah. Would you change anything, or like, would you do anything differently, or do you think that was an important thing for you to go through?
No, honestly, I wouldn't change it at all, because I do believe that all of that made me who I am today, and I think I am doing just fine. I wouldn't change it. I mean, if I had any chance to change it, I would maybe give myself a whisper from future Mau and be like, hey, bro, little pat on the shoulder and be like, dude, you know what? You're good. Like, it's fine. Just try hard in school and just try to climb whenever you can. Like, school will be over. Climbing will never be over. This is going to go forever. Like, don't worry about it.
It's always here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Damn. I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so climbing, on the other hand of the pitfalls, climbing offers us so many beautiful moments and experiences, from getting the beloved send to sharing vulnerable moments with our peers on the wall. What is your fondest climbing memory?
My fondest climbing memory. Oh, man. This is just such a hard question, because I just have like, grab a chair. How much time you got? No, but like, I don't know. There's just so many. Like, honestly, like, I think, and it's funny because this wasn't even like an outdoor moment, but it was like after we had, I don't think it was a Christmas staff party, but it was like a climbing staff party. And Curtis had just set up this like yellow V6, and it was kind of like around my birthday. And because I told him, I'm like, hey, bro, like, it's my birthday soon. Like, you going to send me something sick or what? Like a project? And he sent me this beautiful yellow overhanging V6 that you could totally get away with just being strong. At the time, it was totally in my wheelhouse. But yeah, and I had been trying it, like for a couple days. Like, I'd go home and I'd think about it. I'd drive to work and I'd think about it. Before I go to bed, I'd think about it and stuff. And yeah, like, basically after all the important staff stuff was done, Curtis was like, okay, everyone go climb. And then everyone was kind of like running around. I'm pretty sure you were like stripping or something. Like you were, I think you were on the lead walls, like stripping something for the next day. And I was like, Carmen was like coaching me through it and stuff. And I had like, the start felt good and everything. And I'd climbed through like the sequence that I knew I had dialed and stuff. And then at like the part where I'd like fallen off, like probably like 3 or 4 times before, everyone just starts cheering me on, dude. Like, all of the staff is just like, go, like, you got this, like, you can do it. And like, and it just went, dude. Like, there's nothing else to it. Like, I just sent it, and I like, dude, it was cloud 9. Like, I don't think anything's ever felt that good. And I was just like, and after like I'd got done, like, once I'd like was driving home and stuff, I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Like, I think if everyone wasn't cheering me on, like, I don't think I could have done that. And you know what, and like at that point, that was also one of the big points where I was like, you know what, like, dude, like, this is home, bro. This is home. Like, I live here, dog. So that is definitely one of like my fondest memories when it comes to climbing. And I guess you could say it at Trailhead too. Just like the utter support that I felt when I was, like, doing something that was at the time like at my limits, dude. Like, that was like the pinnacle for me. So that is definitely one.
I remember like the whole building erupted. There was only like probably like 25 of us there for the meeting, and like I was stripping, and like I was like screaming my head off, and everyone was just going crazy, and it was a great time. That was like one of my favorite climbs to watch you do.
Thank you.
Like, I've seen you try hard a lot. Like, we trained together lots back when we had a lot of time. But I think that one will, and a few of the climbs at Skaha, like watching you work through mental blocks and just like some uncontrollable things happening, and you just like persevered through them. Like, that's my boy. Like, I don't know. It's cute to see it happen.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Climbing often leaves us puzzled or lost on a journey that can only be traveled with curiosity and grit. When was the last time that your climbing journey humbled you?
Oh man, Skaha day 1. Skaha day 1. Oh my goodness. I was so stoked, man. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And it's like, obviously this is unrealistic, but I was like, dude, I'm going to get to Skaha and I'm going to eat 11s for breakfast, dude. Where's the warm up? I'm going to crush these 11s, bro. And I just like hopped on this, like, I don't know, I think it was like 10B or something. I was like, holy crap, I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. I'm above the draw. Oh no. And yeah, no, like definitely that, just cause I felt like, dude, I felt like I was made of steel, dude. Like nothing could get me. And then I just get on one climb and then it's just like all confidence flushed away, just gone. But honestly, I do think that was on me though, because I shouldn't have walked in with expectations. I think that is definitely, expectations just like kill something if it doesn't go wrong. I mean, I think the only times expectations are like beneficial is like kind of like when you know you can do something. Like, yeah. Like I walk into the gym most times expecting to, yes, like send my V2 warm up. Like I know I can do that. So it's fine to expect that. But if I'm walking in, I'm probably not going to expect to crush this V9. And also, I can't be upset if I do expect to walk in there and I don't crush this V9, you know, because I probably won't. but it's definitely that, like, expectations were a big thing. And after Skaha, it definitely taught me a lot with where my expectations should be. They should be out the window.
Yeah,
nowhere
they
to be in
shouldn't
sight.
exist. You know, I always say, like, you probably heard me say this 100 times, expectations are directly correlated to disappointment.
Yes. Yeah.
Or vice versa. I mean, disappointment is directly correlated to unrealistic expectations. Mm-hmm. And there's something beautiful about just like seeing where you're at. And some days 5-10B is hard. And is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so.
No.
Wow, this podcast has been a ride. Let's cap it off with a banger. What is next in Mauricio Ortiz Romo's climbing journey?
Oh, man. This is insane. Because, I don't know. Like, yes, like I have my goals and stuff. I remember for the longest time, my goal was like send V10. That is like the pinnacle. I'm like, dude, once I do that, I can retire. But it's just like the thing is, and I haven't hit that goal yet. I'm not there yet. Not quite yet. But, often thing I've found out about myself, especially with climbing, is I'm never satisfied. It's always like if you would have asked me a year and a half ago what my goals were, it was to send V6. And then right after that, it was just to send V7. And then after that, V8. And then after that, V9. And then V10. And then climb 512 and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like even after like I hit these goals, like I'm just like, okay, bro, what's next? Like, it's like, even if I do have a goal that's set in stone, once it's ticked off, bro, it's just going to be the next thing. Like, it'll just be the next thing. It's like, I don't know, maybe it could be next year. Oh, let's get into alpine climbing, or let's try some ice or something. That's my goal. So I don't know, honestly, with what I found works the best for me is to just, like, when you get spit down, bro, just get back up, dog. Have a good old teaspoon of cement, harden the fuck up, and just keep going, man. That's it.
That's what's next.
Yes.
That is what's next. I love that, bro. I want to give you a hug.
Thank you.
Yeah, come here. That was a good epi. Oh, I love you, Mau. Yeah, let's, as Brian Olstad would say, let's land the plane.
Let's land the plane.
Wrap it all up, I just wanted to thank Mau for his time, and thank you guys for tuning into the 3rd episode of the Dirtbag Discovery. If this was something that you enjoyed, please repost and share on your Instagram stories, or don't be afraid to voice your feelings and let me know how you felt about this episode in the gym. It's time to get sending, my friends. I'll catch you next time. I love you all. Peace.